Yeah, man, cause yeah, you gotta be wise, man, because we have to work in the society, man. That's a part of the curses. All right, and we have to go to Esau and want everything, man. So we're sitting out here, yeah, cause we Israelites, that we don't need no job, no, man. You have to be a man, productive, you know. But you're not supposed to abuse this world, man. You work for your food, clothing, and shelter, man. Until that day when we can't work, that's when the Lord's going to take care of us, man. Just like I was talking to a dude at my job, man. He was like, I was telling him, because matter of fact, IUIC came in. There was a whole bunch of them, man. So they was trying to watch them on the camera. I'm like, man, them dudes ain't doing nothing. I said, they going to come in here, buy this stuff, and they going to leave. He's like, how you know that? I said, man, I don't know. So that the one dude, I was like shalom to him. You know what I'm saying? And he came up to me trying to recruit me to come to their school. I'm like, no, bro. I saw him with GMS. He's like, oh man, yeah, I heard a lot about your elder. I'm like, all right, man. That's how I know you ain't even been in it that long. You heard. What do you know? What can you prove? You know? But yeah, man. So he started. Once I said that, he started asking me what was there about, who are they? But I was telling him. And he was like, oh. I was like, well. Then I just briefly brought up the mark of the beast, man. I said, yeah, that's the RFID microchip, this, that, and the third. I said, without that mark, you ain't gonna be able to work by itself. And he's an old fool, man. I'm like, in that day, I said, I ain't gonna get it. I said, Lord willing, I don't get it, man. I said, then I ain't gonna be able to work. He's like, well, you ain't gonna be able to work, so how you gonna eat? I said, well, I said that day, man, the Lord take care of me. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, the Lord gonna take care of you. He looking at me like I was retarded for saying that, man.
Yeah, you're supposed to have faith in the most. How many scriptures does it say about having faith in all that?
That's right, man. That's right, that's good stuff. You know, so that's a dude, like you said, man. You gotta have faith in the Most High. So that's a guy that's not gonna have faith in the Lord. And guess what? He's gonna get that chip. And when they turn on it after you get it, because he think that, oh, I got the chip, I'm gonna be cool. No, ain't no guarantees you're gonna be cool, man, when you get that chip. No.
What you say?
Matter of fact, we keep talking about the chip. Grab our Revelations 13:16. As we keep talking about the chip, I'm gonna bring it out for you, man. So you know, and you can't make no mistake that is not talking about the RFID microchip. But this dude really, before we get to that, he really told me, like, man, he's like, oh, you really believe that? Then he tried to be a devil, man. Talking about some, he said, well, why are you working out? Why don't you just quit? I'm like, yo, this nigga, man. I just laughed it off. Like, I said, why wouldn't I work now? I said, I don't gotta get no chip. You know? So that's being a devil in itself, man.
So Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
That's right. So that's talking about everybody on the face of this planet, man. Whether you locked up or whether you walk in the streets, from the highest man in society to the lowest man in society, they're gonna cause you to get a mark. What's that mark? It's the RFID microchip, which is radio frequency identification chip, man. Which they put in animals. What they do, Esau tests everything out first.
No, I got, like, for example, this is just an example I was talking about. Like, I had to take my dog to the vet today, and the cat is from the SPCA, which is like mandatory basically before, or what they try and do before they even had them leave is they'll get them neutered and chipped. So like the dog, we bought him off of somebody, so when they walked in, you know, the older dog, he had the chips, so she's had the machine like this, it read the chip. But the other dog, she's all, you know, on the shoulders and all that, like, no, he don't got a chip in it.
Yo, that's crazy, see? And that's going to be your average American, man.
Yeah, because like the chip has a number in it, and it goes back to, you know, it's in the system. It'll tell you, I guess, the name of the owner, the phone number, where they live, all that type of information.
Okay. And that's going to be the same thing that they put on your chip. It's going to have all your information and who owns you, the so-called white man, Esau. All right. You're actually going to be his property. If you get that RFID microchip, you're claiming allegiance. You're claiming allegiance to the so-called white man, and you're claiming allegiance to his society and the things that he has to offer you, man. You ain't claiming allegiance to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know? So when you get that chip, you're saying that Esau is your God, man. That Jezebel sign, that's what you're worshiping. Why? Because the so-called white man is in control of the earth right now. And if you get that chip, that means you don't have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So that means that you'll get that mark. Why? Because you can't eat. You see your children starving. You're like, oh man, I can't eat. Oh, let me go get this RFID microchip. So the so-called white man can feed my family. The same way niggas now, they hop on public assistance. Now, you know, some people might need it. But the majority of people that's on public assistance is these Edomites, man, the so-called white men. But they would rather have you believe that it's more so-called black people on public assistance than white people. So-called white people. All right? So they said they're going to put this in your right hand or your forehead. So for dudes to say that it's foreign policy, embargo, sleeping with the white woman, how does that go into your right hand or your forehead, man?
I feel like I'm gonna bust my ass in.
It says, and no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's right. Save no man shall buy or sell, man. Key word, buy or sell, man. So that's saying that you have a business. You can't sell anything out your business unless you got the RFID microchip. Why? Because who runs the monetary system right now? Who runs the money? Who's in control of the money right now? The so-called white man, the international bankers. The Iman houses, which they go further back, that name goes further back than the Rothschilds. All right, and that's old money that they stole from us anyway. All right, so you ain't gonna be able to sell nothing or buy anything. So if you don't have that chip, they ain't gonna be able to scan your hand. And when they make it a cashless society, which you have in certain societies, you can't take your cash in there and put it on the counter and be like, "Oh, I want to buy a loaf of bread." No, it's not gonna work like that. That's why they putting chips in your credit cards, and the last thing for them to do is put a chip in you. And when they put that chip in you, like I said, you pledge allegiance to the so-called white man. So how do you get out of that? That's an embargo or a policy of what I just said. That's how retarded it sounds. I keep forgetting what the dude said. You know, you still can buy and sell with those things, man. You still can go like. You still can have a store if you're sleeping with a white woman. You still can go in the store and buy yourself some orange juice or something. Right? I'll sleep with a white woman. Oh, you can't buy nothing from here, sir. I'll sleep with a white woman. Oh, you can't have this job. You know? That's how retarded this dude sound, teaching that doctrine, man. Talking about it's an embargo, man. Foreign policy, that's what he said. Foreign policy, man. So that means you're looking at foreign policy, you're like, you know what, man? I study foreign policy, so you can't have this job, sir. You're going to starve tonight, you know? And you got dudes that really believe that, man, but the Most High blinded them, man. The Lord blinded them from having the truth, man. You know, and a lot of dudes going around talking about, oh, GMS don't got 100% truth. How can one man have 100% truth? Well, check this out, dumbasses. It's a lot of members, man. Apostle Harden and come up with all the breakdowns, man. You got Apostle Rumlad, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Gad, and other men, man. So if it's one body, that means every member comes up with they get certain truth, man. And when they all come together, that's 100% truth, man. Yeah, it can.
Combine their resources, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding.
That's right. That's why you have, you talk on the phone to brothers that believe the same thing. I ain't saying go talk to some brothers that's teaching different doctrines, man. Cause then you'll get all twisted up, man.
Said First Peter.
Nah, grab this one. Zechariah 13 and 8.
So Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
That's right, man. So that's talking about also 2/3 of Israel, man. Right? You're going to get cut off in the land and die. Why? Because first and foremost, you have no faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Secondly, you're going to get the chip. And why? And you're going to get the chip because you don't have any faith. And even the ones, you know what, you might not even take the chip. The Lord's still going to put you to death if you're not one of the elect. Even the elect are going to be put to death, certain men, but they're going to rise up first, man. But for you ones that don't even believe at all, man, first of all, you're going to get that chip, man. As soon as you start seeing hell break loose and you can't go buy your little groceries and stuff like that, and they offer you the RFID microchip, you're going to be the first one in line to get it, man. The very first one in line to get it, man. And it tells you never trust the enemy, man. So if these so-called white people are offering you an RFID microchip to put in your arm and tell you that's the new currency, and you take it thinking everything's going to be all right, then you don't know who your enemy is, man. All right? Because matter of fact, they have certain ones, right? Technology, and this was years ago, man, where they put cyanide in it. They put cyanide in the microchips. So guess what? And then everything is coming in full circle now because they charge you for everything, man. If you want to pay a bill online, they charge you a $2 convenience fee. If you want to go to the ATM, they charge you $1.75 for certain ones. And that's already the money that you already made. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say more sometimes.
Yeah, it can.
Or the bank
will charge you. Yeah,
bank will charge you and the ATM.
Can. So you get charged double off of your money that you work for. So now what you do, you try to go around that, get around that by going to your bank or getting your lazy ass up and going to pay the bill in person, you know. But the way this place is designed, you people are so reliable on technology that whatever they give you, you take it. Oh, it's more convenient for me to pay my bills like this, and they charging you. So guess what? When you get that chip, they're going to charge you all types of different fees, surcharges, and you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Because if you try to complain or buck up against it, what they going to do, they're going to cut your chip off. Or they might just be like, you know what, let's get rid of them. Hit the cyanide button. And you're drop dead, man. That's why it says 2/3, and 2/3 of these people right here, you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2/3 of Israel could be cut off and die, man. And the 1/3 that's left here is not gonna, they're gonna pass the test, man. All right, they're gonna pass the test. Not taking the RFID microchip, enduring to the end. Not going to church talking about I'm saved right now. You saved, and the RFID microchip is not even made mandatory yet. So you saved, guess what? You're gonna take it. Because you figure that you're saved. Oh, the Lord already saved me. Jesus Christ saved me. He said it was cool to get the chip. Where you even had a Pope pushing that, man. For you Catholic niggas out there, man.
Zechariah 13:9, it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
That's right, man. So in them times, the very near future, we ain't talking about 10 matter of fact, we ain't even talking 5 years from now, man. Alright? Because this place is so corrupt, man. And people, and it boggles my mind, man, how people still just walk around carefree, man. But when the Lord has to charge them in the fire, meaning, you know what? You might be to a point where you ready to pass out for meeting or something. The Lord tried you, the Lord be like, here go a meal for you. He give you that meal. Why? Because you have faith in him. He's going to take care of you, so you're going to eat in those days, man. But you have to be tried in the fire, man. So what's being tried in the fire? You got to burn off the impurities, man. Make sure that you're worthy to rule in the kingdom, man. Everybody's not going to be worthy to rule in the kingdom. You got brothers now that have, a doubt demon on them. Of faith issues, man. You know? So if you have faith issues now, imagine when it happens. You're going to fold, man. You're going to completely fold, man. And you got dudes, that's in GMS, man, that, just because you're in GMS, don't think that you saved, man. Because if you think that, you got the same mindset as the Christian church, man. Everybody has to get tried, man. Everybody. Only thing you're supposed to do is work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And make sure everything that you do lines up with the scriptures, man. Make sure that you're in order, man. Alright? Because when these times come, and ain't nobody say it's going to be easy, man. So dudes out here talking about, man, I ain't getting no chip, I ain't doing this. You don't know what the hell you going to do, man. When you got them people actually threatening to kill your kids in front of your face, you mean to tell me you're going to tell them, I ain't going to get that chip, man? That's why I pray that my kids ain't even with me, man. I pray that the Lord takes care of them, man. I pray that the Lord takes care of them. And if they are with me, I pray that the Lord take care of us. My son, he watched the videos, man. So if I can't be there physically for him right now, at this present moment, he could watch the videos. And I've been teaching my son the truth since I came in, man. So, man, it's a lot of hell. It's easy right now for you to say what you're not going to do when things are right in front of your face still. You can get up in the morning and go eat a meal. You can have a refrigerator full of food and feed your children. You're not on the run. The girl, the troops ain't chasing. You're not in a concentration camp. You're not seeing people get beheaded right in front of your face. You're not seeing people die from famine. You're not seeing people's houses get ran up in, ravaged, for any type of resource that a person can get. But guess what? They saying those things down there in Venezuela as we speak, man. So you people in this country right now, you really at ease, man. Matter of fact, grab Matthew 15 and 14. Yeah, man, like I said, you people are at ease, man. You know, you at ease. And first of all, your leaders that's leading you, they don't have no insight or anything in the scriptures. They blind, man. All right? They blind. And they blindly leading you. And some of them actually, they might know, but they're not telling you.
It's us say Matthew 15 and 14. It said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch.
That's right, man. Let them alone. We're going to sit out here and bring out the truth, man. All right? I'm not going to run into a church and try to debate you. Like, oh, man, you know what? You're teaching the people this, you're teaching the people that. But, you know, I saw on YouTube, man, when I first came in the truth, it was a dude that actually did that, man. To me, that was just retarded, man. Yeah, I wanted to do it. I'm like, damn, man, he ran up in there. But, yo, I'm rooting him on. And then I thought about, like, yo, they could have jacked his ass up, man. And not even that, but, like, you doing all that for what, man? You're not going